Good morning, dear students. So, we have discussed about derivatives, limits and continuity, and now we come to the application of derivatives. Application of derivatives. Limits and continuity and applications of derivatives are interlinked and they are very important in your future higher studies also. After application of derivatives, we move on to the next chapter that is called integration, which is the reverse process of differentiation. In differentiation, you have studied different methods of differentiation. And where do we apply these concepts of differentiation? That is coming under chapter 6, applications of derivatives. So you have to memorize all the formulas that are given in derivatives. Integration is the reverse process of differentiation. So only unless and until you know differentiation, integration is going to be easy for you. And again we have another chapter, application of integration. In the same way, where do we apply integration in our day-to-day life? So we can see that if you take higher branches of physics or maths, integration plays a very important role, and applications of integrations. So all these chapters are interlinked and you have to work along with the teacher in order to get familiar with the questions and the concept. Here what I do is, the questions are given in the docs form, Word document, and you will have the questions with you. Only I'll read the questions in the class. That means you will have the questions with you in your hand and only the answers will be worked out in the class. So those who don't have the questions attend the class, and those who get the opportunity to copy the questions and attend the class. Okay, the first one. We are going to discuss about rate of change, that is with respect to one variable. Suppose the marks you get and how many hours you study. So it is related. The more you work hard, the more marks you get for the examination. That is the rate of change of one variable with respect to another variable. ds by dt. I have taken two variables s and t. So ds by dt means rate of change of distance with respect to time. In the same way, when you say marks is related to the time you spend for your studies. The more you work hard or the more the time you spend for your studies, the more marks you get for the examination. In the same way, you have to consider different variables that are related and how it comes up to. First question. Find the rate of change of area of a circle per second. So here the question is rate of change of area of a circle. Area of a circle with respect to its radius r. With respect to radius r. With respect to radius r. When r is equal to 5 centimeters. So radius, you have to find the change in area. So let us take, let A be the area of a circle. Area of circle. You have to find out rate of change of area with respect to the radius. And also when the radius is, in a particular case, when radius is equal to 5 centimeters, what will be the area? Now, for a circle, you know that area is equal to pi r squared, isn't it? So you have to find out dA by dr. dA by dr, and that is equal to d by dr of pi r squared. That is equal to, pi is a constant, pi into d by dr of r squared. d by dr of r squared, which is equal to pi into d by dr of r squared. It is equal to 2r, because d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n into x raised to n minus 1, which is equal to 2 pi r. Now you have to find out rate of change of area when the radius is equal to 5 centimeters. When the radius is equal to 5 centimeters, that is equal to 2 pi into 5, that is equal to 10 pi centimeters squared per second. Rate of change of one variable with respect to another variable. I hope it is clear. Next question, second question. Now listen to the question. The volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 9 cubic centimeters per second. The volume of a cube. So you are considering cube. Volume of a cube is increasing at a rate of 9 centimeter cubed per second. How fast is the surface area increasing? How fast is the surface area increasing? How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of the edge, of cube is 10 centimeters. So these are the informations that is given to you. Volume of a cube is increasing at the rate of 9 cubic centimeters per second. Now we can take cube. Let x be the edge of the cube. Edge of cube. Then volume is equal to x cubed and surface area is equal to 6 into x squared, because for a cube each face is a square. And how many faces are there? There are 6 faces. So surface area is equal to 6 into x squared. Volume of a cube with respect to the time, dv by dt. dv by dt is equal to 9 centimeter cubed per second. Now dv by dt is equal to d by dt of what is v? V is equal to x cubed. So you cannot, dv by dt is given 9 equal to, here the variable is x, variable is t. So you have to change it into the same variable, d by dx of x cubed into dx by dt, or 9 is equal to 3x squared into dx by dt. But dx by dt is not given to you. That means dx by dt is equal to 9 by 3x squared is equal to 3 by x squared. Now the question is, how fast is the surface area increasing? When the volume is increasing, surface area will also increase. How fast is the surface area increasing? dA by dt is equal to d by dt of A. Surface area, what is surface area, is equal to 6x squared, which is equal to again d by dx of 6x squared into dx by dt equal to 12x into, what is dx by dt? From 1. from 1, what is dx by dt? 3 by x squared, that is equal to 36 by x. But what is the question? How fast is the surface area increasing? dA by dt when the edge of the cube is equal to 10 is equal to 36 by 10 is equal to 3.6 surface area. So that will be centimeter squared per second. So what is given to you, you will write the informations, and what have you to find out? Rate of change of one variable with respect to another variable. On doing this, you should remember the derivatives, the formulas, different types of derivatives, etc. and so on. Now, the third question. A stone is dropped into a lake. We have all experienced by throwing stones into still water. Here, a stone is dropped into a lake. So what happens? The waves moves in the form of circles. The waves moves in the form of circles. It is given waves moves in circle at a speed of 4 centimeter per second. So waves move in the form of circles at the speed of 4 centimeter per second means what happens? The radius of the circle is increasing. Radius of the circle is increasing. At the instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 centimeter. So they are telling when at a particular instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 centimeters, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? How fast is the enclosed area increasing? So again, circular motion, area is equal to pi r squared. Okay. How fast is the enclosed area increasing? dA by dt. Now, when a stone is dropped into the lake, waves moves in circles and it is given dr by dt. Radius of the circle is changing. It is equal to 4 centimeter per second. Now, dA by dt is equal to d by dt of what is area? Pi r squared. But here the variables are, here it is t. We can write this as d by dr of pi r squared into dr by dt. Again, pi is a constant. D by dr of r squared is equal to 2r into dr by dt is equal to 4 centimeters from 1. That is equal to 8 pi r. That is rate of change of area with respect to the time. Now the question is, at the instant when the radius of the circular wave is 10 centimeters. So at a particular instant when the radius is equal to 10 centimeters, what happens to the area? 8 pi into 10. That is equal to 80 pi centimeter square per second. Isn't it easy? Yes, it's quite easy. Question number 4. The total cost C of x. The total cost C of x in rupees associated with the production of x units of an item is given by the total cost C of x. When an item is sold, production of an x units of item is given by 0.005 x raised to 3 minus 0.02 into x raised to 2 plus 30x plus 5,000. Now the total cost is given. You are asked to find out the marginal cost. Marginal cost when 3 units are produced. When 3 units are produced. So for x units, the cost is a type of function 0.005 x cubed minus 0.02 into x squared plus 30x plus 5,000. Now the question is find the marginal cost. Marginal cost is dc by dx. Now the question is marginal cost. You want a particular case when you are producing 3 units of the items are produced. So first thing you will find out dc by dx. dc by dx is equal to, when you find the derivative, 3 5s are 15, 1 0 into x raised to 2 minus 0.04x plus 30. Derivative of x with respect to x 1 plus derivative of 5,000 is 0. Now dc by dx when x is equal to 3 units are produced, 0.015 into 3 squared minus 0.04 into 3 plus 30 equal to do the calculation 9. So you get the answer, final answer over here, and that gives you the marginal cost. Derivative is here you have made a mistake, 3x squared into 3x squared, it will be 3 cubed. So it is 0.135 minus 0.12 plus 30 is equal to 30.015. 30.015 because derivative of d by dx of x cubed is equal to 3x squared. Next question. Question number 5. The total revenue in rupees. The total revenue in rupees received from the sale of x units of a product is given by. The total revenue, that is when you sell x items, the revenue, the amount that you get by selling x units of items is given by r of x is equal to 3x squared plus 36x plus 5. The total revenue in rupees received from the sale of x units of a product is given by r of x is equal to 3x squared plus 36x plus 5. Find the marginal revenue. The question is find the marginal revenue. What is the marginal revenue? dr by dx. This is the question. Find the marginal revenue when x is equal to 5. Find the marginal revenue when x is equal to 5. When a particular case x is equal to 5, whereby marginal revenue we mean the rate of change of total revenue with respect to the number of items sold at an instant. So they have explained what do you mean by marginal revenue. Marginal revenue means the rate of change of total revenue with respect to the number of items sold at an instant. So we can find out dr by dx. dr by dx is equal to 3 into derivative of x squared is 2x plus 36 into 1 plus derivative of 5 is 0, which is equal to 6x plus 36. dr by dx, marginal revenue, when you sell x items, is equal to 6 into 5 plus 36 is equal to 30 plus 36, and that is equal to 66. So that is the marginal revenue. Marginal revenue means the unit will be equal to, it is in rupees. Marginal cost, that is also in rupees. Question number 6. Now attend the question. The radius of a circle is increasing at the rate of 0.7 centimeters per second. So it is circle. Radius of a circle. Circle. A is equal to pi r squared. dr by dt, radius is changing, 0.7 centimeter per second. What is the increase in circumference? So, you know, when the radius increases, the circumference of the circle also increases. Let C be the circumference of the circle. Circumference, it is equal to 2 pi r. That is, you have to find out dc by dt. That is equal to d by dt of c. C is 2 pi r, which is equal to d by dr of 2 pi r into dr by dt. It is equal to 2 pi into d by dr of r into dr by dt, 0.7 from 1. It is given in the question. It is equal to 2 pi into d by dr of 1 is 1 into 0.7. 2 into 0.7 is equal to 1.4 pi. That much centimeter per second, because it is the circumference. Next question. A balloon which always remains spherical on inflation is being inflated by pumping in 900 cubic centimeters of gas per second. You have seen balloons. In long back, we have only seen balloons in spherical shape. Now, when you go to any festival or any exhibition ground, we can see different types of balloons inflated. But here we are speaking about the spherical balloon. A balloon which always remains spherical on inflation is being inflated by pumping in 900 cubic centimeters of gas per second. So, inflated, pumping in gas 900. That means the volume of the spherical balloon is increasing. Find the rate at which the radius of the balloon increases when the radius is equal to 15 centimeters. So, at the particular instant when radius is equal to 15 centimeters, they ask the question, find the rate at which the radius of the balloon, find the rate at which the radius of the balloon is increasing. dr by dt. This is a question. So spherical balloon. Spherical balloon means spherical is equal to 4 by 3. Volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed. Spherical balloon. And it is given that volume of the spherical balloon is increasing at the rate of 900 centimeter cubed per second. That is dV by dt is equal to d by dt of 4 by 3 pi r cubed. 900 is equal to d by dr of 4 by 3 pi r cubed into dr by dt. dr by dt. That is equal to 4 by 3 pi into d by dr of r cubed into dr by dt. Now the question is, what is dr by dt? 4 by 3 pi into, what is d by dr of r cubed? 3r squared into dr by dt. 3 cancel. So dr by dt is equal to 900 by 4 pi r squared. Now they are asked to find out when r is equal to 15 centimeters, what is the rate of change of radius? Is equal to 900 by 4 pi into 15 into 15. 5 3 times 5 5 ones are 5, 45 8s are 40, 0. 3 will go 60 times. 15 will go 4 times. 4 and 4 cancel. It is equal to 1 by pi centimeter per second. So what is find the rate at which the radius of the balloon is increasing when the radius is equal to 15 centimeters. So when radius is equal to 15 centimeters, dr by dt is equal to 1 by pi centimeter per second. Question number 8. A particle moves along a curve. 6y is equal to x cubed plus 2. A particle is moving along a curve. There is a curve and a particle is moving along the curve. Find the point on the curve at which the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So a particle is moving along a curve. At a particular instant, find the points on the curve. So we don't know the curve. Find the points on the curve at which the y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. Y coordinate is changing 8 times as fast as the x coordinate. So at a particular point, dy by dx is equal to 8. You have to find out that point. Let us mark this question as 1. Differentiating 1 with respect to x. 6 into dy by dx is equal to 3x squared plus derivative of 2 with respect to x is equal to 0. That is 6 into what is dy by dx particular instant 8 is equal to 3x squared. 3 2 times 16 is equal to x squared, which means x is equal to plus or minus 4. The question is, what is the point on the curve? What is the point on the curve? Point means it will have x coordinate and y coordinate. So you have x coordinate right now. When x is equal to 4, what is the y coordinate? When x is equal to minus 4, what is the y coordinate? 6y is equal to x cubed, 4 cubed plus 2. 4 cubed, 4 fours are 16. 64 plus 2, 66. So y is equal to 11. So one point is 4, 11. The other one, 6y is equal to 4 cubed minus 4 the whole cubed plus 2. That is minus 64 plus 2. 64 plus 2. That is equal to minus 62. Y is equal to 36 to 3 times. Points are 4, 11 and minus 4, minus 12. Minus 4 the whole cubed. 4 4s are 16, 64. 64
when dividing
divided by 2. Let us see. 62 divided by 3. Divided by 6. 2 3 times. 2 31. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. Minus 62 divided by 6. 2 will go 3 times. 231 is equal to minus 31 by 3. Minus 4, minus 31 by 3. So the points are at the points at which dy by dx is equal to 8 is 4, 11 and minus 4, minus 31 by 3. Am I going fast? Okay, you are following it. Very good. Question number 9. The radius of an air bubble, so that means it is a sphere. The radius of an air bubble is increasing at the rate of half centimeter per second. Radius of an air bubble is increasing at the rate of half centimeter per second. At what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing? At what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing? So air bubble means volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cubed. At what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing? When the radius is equal to 1 centimeters. dV by dt is equal to d by dt of 4 by 3 pi r cubed equal to d by dr of 4 by 3 pi r cubed into dr by dt equal to 4 by 3 pi into 3r squared into dr by dt is given to be equal to 1 by 2 from 1 to 2 times 3 times, that is equal to 2 pi r squared. Now the question is, at what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing? At what rate is the volume of the bubble increasing when the radius is equal to 1 centimeters? That is 2 pi into 1 square. That is equal to 2 pi centimeter cubed per second. This is the first section. Applications of derivatives. You have come to the first section of the this thing. Now for the time being, we will have a short break.